హాయ్ హలో వ్యూవర్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు ఎన్టీవీ. నేను తారక్. అంటే మనకి చిన్నారి పెళ్లి కూతురన్నా, లేకపోతే ఉమాదేవి అన్న, ఈ పేర్లు చెప్పినప్పుడల్లా కూడా మన కళ్ళ ముందు ఒక క్యూట్ అండ్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ ఫేస్ ఒకటి ఎలా వస్తూ ఉంటుందన్నమాట. షీ ఈజ్ నన్ అదర్ దాన్ అవికా గోర్. బట్ షీ ఈజ్ నాట్ అవికా గోర్ నౌ. సో ఆవిడ ఇప్పుడు అవికా గోరా, లేకపోతే అవికా గోర్ మిలిందా, లేకపోతే అవికా
ఒరేయ్ బాబోయ్!
గోర్ సంథింగ్ ఎల్స్ అనేది ఆవిడ అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ అవికా.
Hello, hello.
ఎస్, అవికా గోర్ మిలిందా ఆర్ అవికా గోర్ చింద్వాని ఆర్
No, I think, and it wasn't just my decision. When we were getting married, and in India, it's like a thing that now it's supposed to be the surname of the husband, and that's how it's normal to do that.
ఎస్.
And I remember Milind saying and telling this to me that you have earned your name and everything with this name. I don't want you to change this. I don't want you to change your identity at all.
ఓ,
So I am Avika Gor.
అవికా గోర్ ఓన్లీ.
Uh, just a little difference is that from Miss Avika Gor to I'm Mrs. Avika
మీ
Gor.
మిసెస్ అవికా గోర్. Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
Happy,
ఆ,
excited,
ఆ,
nervous.
నర్వసా? దేనికి నర్వస్?
Because Ugly Story is releasing very soon, and Ugly Story is a very sensitive topic. It talks about marital rape. It talks about crazy, obsessed, lustful, whatever obsession that is. It's a very uncomfortable movie and an uncomfortable message that is being shown.
ఓకే.
So as an actor, I feel nervous because firstly I want people to go watch it, and when I watched it, I felt so much, you know, sadness because somewhere some girl is actually going through that.
ఎస్, అగ్లీ స్టోరీ గురించి మాట్లాడదాం. బిఫోర్ దట్ కొంచెం మీ గురించి కొంచెం తెలుసుకున్న తర్వాత వి విల్ గో టు ద అగ్లీ
You
స్టోరీ.
already know a lot about me. We have met so many times. And I must say, whenever there is an interview or any interaction happening with him, he's so sweet, so kind. And there are very few people, like, so I have a very bad memory, okay? There are very few people that I remember. You are
Yeah.
one of them.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
So I like talking to you. So you can ask me whatever you want.
ఎస్ ఎస్. అయితే యాక్చువల్గా మీరు మిలిందు ఒకసారిగా మ్యారేజ్ అయిన తర్వాత మాకు అర్థం కాలేదు. ఎందుకంటే వీఆర్ గ్రోయింగ్ అప్, యూ సీన్ యూ యాజ్ బహు ఆల్రెడీ. చిన్నారి పెళ్లి కూతురు, ఉమాదేవి క్యారెక్టర్స్ అన్నింటిలో కూడా మీకు పెళ్ళి అయిపోయిన అలాంటి ఒక మెచ్యూరిటీ రోల్సే చూస్తూ
Yeah,
వచ్చాం
yeah.
కదా. సడన్గా ఇప్పుడు చూడంగానే కూడా మాకేం డిఫరెన్స్ అయితే ఏం తెలియట్లా. మిస్ టు మిస్సెస్ అనేది ఒకటే డిఫరెన్స్ అనమాట.
Exactly.
బట్ అంటే మిలింది మీ లైఫ్లోకి ఎలా వచ్చాడు? హౌ
Being with Milind since almost 2017 end or 2018.
5 years, 6 years?
More.
More.
And since then, I don't shy away about the relationship. I have been very open on my social media. We have been
Yes.
posting pictures. We have been talking about each other
Yeah.
because people have known everything about me, and this is something that is giving me so much happiness.
ఎస్.
I wanted people to know about
అయినా
this
మీరు
also.
దాంట్లో దాయాల్సింది ఏం లేదు. దట్ ఈస్ ద
Yeah.
అంటే అందరికీ చెప్పాల్సిందే కదా. వెన్ యూ ఆర్ డూయింగ్ సంథింగ్ రాంగ్, దెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు హైడ్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద పీపుల్ కదా.
No, and also
Yeah.
there is other side to it also. There are
Yeah.
people who would want to hide relationships until they are married,
యా.
because at the end of the day they don't want people to interfere so much in their personal
Mm,
life. But
mm.
for me, there was no personal life. There was always in front of the media and the audience, and
ఎస్.
I have been very open about everything, so there was no point hiding. And then when I got this opportunity to even get married on national television, I was like, this is like a loop, a circle is being closed, right? The
Yes.
same channel, the same everything, the same audience. I mean,
Yes.
see, a lot of people get married, they put up pictures and videos on social media,
Yes.
and they get whatever attention they
Yeah.
have during that phase. For me, my audience who have loved me over the years are not maybe on social media. They are in those villages where maybe Instagram they have not downloaded. What they have is that TV channel.
టీవీ ఛానల్. ఎస్.
So I thought this is such a beautiful opportunity for me to just have them a part of my wedding, and a real one, right?
ఎస్ ఎస్.
So I think it was amazing. And when it comes to the love story part, we met in Hyderabad.
ఓ,
So Hyderabad is very special to me. We met. So I was, at a party, and we had a lot of people in that party. We had Allu Arjun Garu, we have Sania Mirza, we have
Oh.
like Nikhil, a lot of my friends, and we were interacting. And there's this common factor between us, which is Tejasvi Mariwada.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Teju was there in that party, and Teju knew Milind because of a show that they did together.
Okay.
And that was the first time Teju told Milind that, come, let me take you to a party. You haven't partied in Hyderabad. You don't know what it is and all of this. And they came to the party there.
Okay.
That is the first time I saw Milind in Hyderabad, in a
Mm.
party.
Mm.
Nobody expected anything out of, the interaction, because we did not even talk at the party. We just looked at each other and we kept thinking, I know this guy. He kept thinking, I know this girl.
This girl.
That's it. Nothing after that. I think we started to interact because of his social work, because of everything that he was doing for the society. He has an NGO.
Yes.
So I wanted to contribute. I wanted to do things for the society. And, after a point in life, especially when you have been earning pretty well since a very early age, it is your responsibility to give back.
Mm.
And I thought, why not give back through somebody who is doing genuine work?
Yes.
So I thought, let me just speak to the guy. And I think within a few months, I knew that this is it. I knew that I have found
Perfect one
the
for
perfect
you.
one. And a big shout out and thank you to Teju. Because if she wouldn't push him to come for the party, we wouldn't have met.
Yeah. మీరు ప్రపోజ్ చేశారా he
I propose. You think I will let anybody else speak? But no, I was the one who proposed in a way that, I like you and I think something can happen. And he said, no, 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 no.
No, he said no.
He said, let's be friends for 6 months, then we'll see. So he friend zoned me.
ఎవరైనా అలా ఎలా అనగలరు బట్
My ego was hurt. I was like, I am
ప్రపోజ్
like 6 months in, he's telling me friend zone, and I was like, okay, now I will see what happens. And then obviously in 6 months he also realized. And then of course for the marriage he proposed, and all of that was very beautiful.
Yes.
And even the reality show that we did together, Pati Patni Panga, even there, everything about him that people saw.
అయితే మరి మీ లైఫ్లో ఒక కొత్త చాప్టర్ వచ్చారు కదా వైఫ్ అనే ఈ కొత్త చాప్టర్ ఎలా ఉంది
Very important. I mean, as a chapter in any girl's
Yes.
life, it changes everything.
Mm.
It changes not just the tag of Mrs., but a lot in life. There's a bigger responsibility of not just a person entering your life, but also a family entering your
Yes,
life, right?
yes,
So there's
obviously.
a big difference.
Mm.
But what I realize is that because we were in a relationship for so long, we found that comfort maybe in the first 2 years already.
Okay.
So, our families also did not feel that there is some major change or shift that happened. It almost felt like, okay, now I wear a Mangal Sutra and do a Sindhu. That's the only difference. Everything else felt the same.
Yes, yes.
So I think, and I think as an actor specifically, getting married, few years back, it was a big thing. Like,
Yes.
you will either stop getting
Offers,
desirable
yeah,
roles.
yeah, yeah.
All of that used to happen, but we have so many examples. We have Alia Bhatt, we have
నయనతార
you
దీపికా పదుకొనే కాజల్ అగర్వాల్ దేర్ ఆర్ సో
yeah,
మెనీ
and when I see those people, it just makes me feel that there is no stopping if there is talent.
Yes.
There is no stopping if there is audience's support.
yes
So, as an actor also, I don't feel anything different. It's the same. I'm getting some amazing characters, and especially if I talk about Ugly Story, I am playing a very mature woman. Like, if you see the character, it's in the saris and of course there are flashbacks. Of course there is a behind story.
Yes,
Of course
yes.
there is a younger whatever
yeah,
story to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I wouldn't have understood the depth of being a woman or being somebody grown up unless I was actually feeling that.
Mm.
So I think everything happens at the right
Right
time,
time.
with your life. And for me also, everything happened at the right time.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
గుజరాతీస్ కూడా మంగళసూత్రం ఉంటుందా యాక్చువల్గా
Yeah, I'm wearing one.
ఓకే
Yeah.
బట్ అంటే ఇక్కడ తెలుగు స్టేట్స్లో అనేది ఉంది గుజరాత్
The-
కల్చర్ మాకు తెలియదు కదా యాక్చువల్గా
Now, in Gujaratis, everywhere, I think there is, even Sindoor is there. I also applied Sindoor for a very long time, but recently I noticed that I started to lose hair. So I was like, I'll take a break. I'll come back to it, but I'll take a break. Because it's like every day
Yes, yes,
applying
yes,
and
yes,
removing,
obviously.
and it just messes
Yeah.
with your hair a little.
యా యా
But I love it. You should have seen me, after marriage. everywhere I went, I had either mehendi, I had like Mangal Sutra, and just that feeling of being a married girl.
గర్ల్.
It is so exciting. It just feels like, okay, now you see my ring all the time. All of that.
బట్ మాకు మాత్రం ఎప్పుడు ఆ చిన్న పిల్లని చూసినట్టు అలాగే ఉంది. మీకు
Yeah.
మీకు పెళ్ళైందన్నా కూడా నమ్మలేనట్టు ఉంది
No,
యాక్చువల్గా.
a lot of people, I was talking to somebody yesterday. They actually asked me, was that a real wedding? I said, why will I roam around like this? Why? Of course it was a real wedding. Nobody believes it, but yeah.
ఎస్. అయితే మరి పెళ్ళైన తర్వాత మిగతా చేంజెస్ అన్ని పక్కన పెట్టేస్తే పర్సనల్ లైఫ్లో వంట చేయడం లేదా అంటే ఒక హౌస్ హోల్డ్ రన్ చేయడానికి కావాల్సిన అవన్నీ నేర్చుకున్నారా అట్లీస్ట్?
So I have always been good. I've always been like at it. I love the idea of taking care of people, taking up responsibilities.
ఓకే.
So it did not take me to be a wife to do that. I was already doing it.
ఓకే.
So and I like it. I really like being, when I'm with my in-laws or with their relatives. I like being a certain way,
యా.
and I enjoy it. I like that attention. I like that whole idea of I'm a newlywed, and of course we receive a lot of gifts, so why not?
మరి కుకింగ్ అయి నేర్చుకున్నారు ఇంతకు ముందే వచ్చా?
I love cooking. Yeah. I
Really?
have been cooking. Yeah. I enjoy cooking a lot, and I think since a very young age, I have kind of loved the idea of experimenting.
ఓ,
So cooking, and I've
కుకింగ్ లో
also.
ఎక్స్పెరిమెంటింగ్.
I think I was 9 years old after Balika Vadu when I did, or 10, 11 years old when I did this show called Kitchen Champion.
ఓ,
So I think that is where it started.
ఓకే.
We were experimenting on the reality show, so I was like, okay, this is nice, this is fun.
ఓకే, మీకు కావాల్సిన ప్రతిదీ మీకు మూవీస్ లేకపోతే సీరియల్స్ సినిమాస్ షోస్ ఏదో ఒకటి ఇచ్చేసి మీకు కావాల్సిన లైఫ్లో కావాల్సిన ప్రతి ఎలిమెంట్.
I was, somebody asked me, what is your dream role? And I was like, that is done.
ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ డన్ నౌ.
It's done. So I did this film called #Bro with Naveen Chandra.
ఎస్ ఎస్.
That character is so close to my heart. Like even right now on my Instagram, that is the first pinned post. Like I cannot tell you that has changed my life. It is, everybody asks me what is your favorite work till now,
యా.
and I do not really talk about Chinari Peli Kutru or Uyala Champala. It is that #bro because it changed me as a person personally. Like it was so different for me, and I don't have a sibling.
యా.
I don't have like, a relationship where I would understand what a sibling bond is. But while shooting that film, I realized like a part of me that it just opened my mind to something else, and I became a better person after that.
ఓకే.
Every time I feel like, oh, it's done, I have done already a lot. I've done comedy also, I've done this also, thriller, horror, everything is done.
Everyone.
But no, there is something that will surprise me, and there comes Ugly Story, which was out of my imagination. When Pranav Swaroop, our director, when he narrated the story to me, I was quiet. I was like, okay.
ఇలాంటి ఒక స్టోరీ ఉంటుందా, ఇలాంటి ఒక కథ జరుగుతుందా,
And
దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్.
and it was so much of a lot of people ask me why I don't keep doing commercial cinema, why I don't keep doing, obviously people know me, so they will approach me.
Yes.
Of course, a lot of things I say no to, but at the end of the day, when Ugly Story happened, when he came up with the story, there was something in me which felt like this is important. People have to see this. They should get this reality check
Yes.
that exists. Even when I was watching, and I was watching at home, and there was a point where I had to pause, go drink water, splash my face with water because I was feeling so disturbed, because it is happening right somewhere in somebody's life. It is very sad.
Yes.
So I was like, as an actor, it is such a responsibility that we have, that we are catering to, of course, the audiences, because we have to, make business, because it is a business at the end of the day.
Obviously cinema is a business.
But with
Yeah.
that, I also get to explore sides of me who really feel something.
Yes.
Like I wouldn't look at a character and feel this empathetic where I feel like I need to go wash my face, but I did.
అంటే మీరు చూడడానికి ఇంత innocent గా ఉన్న మీరు అంటే మెచ్యూర్డ్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ లైక్ వధువు
Vadu,
కానీ
yeah, I loved Vadu.
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన ఈ అగ్లీ స్టోరీ కానీ బట్ రాజుగారి గది కానీ ఇవన్నీ చూస్తుంటే అంటే ఇంత బరువైన క్యారెక్టర్స్ అంటే చూస్ చేసుకోవడానికి రీజన్ ఏంటి?
Uh, I like challenges. I like to wake up each day and feel like today I'm going to do something that not many other actresses can do. You know, that is the thing that runs in my head. And when I was doing this film, one of the films that I was doing, and I asked my director, why did you think of me in this? And I was, I think, 26, 25 years old then. And he said, Avika, because nobody else will even understand the depth of this character. You, because of your experience, because of your exposure of
Yes.
working this long,
Yeah.
understanding characters, understanding the nuances of how people are, observing people, you will understand it. And we want somebody who understands it.
Oh.
Expressing is a second part,
Yes.
but understanding the meaning is more important. And
Yes.
I realized that there are many actresses around. There are many actresses who have their USPs, right? We have a Sai Pallavi who is so honest with her roots that we just feel connected with her, whatever she does. Even if
Yes.
she'll walk in, we'll be like, we know her. It's that simple.
Yes.
Then we have Sri Leela who is just outstanding with that energy and charm on the screen with her, not just dancing, even acting. Like she's brilliant. So everybody has that touch of something different. And I think for me, it has always been like taking up things that are emotionally moving me. And I hope people see it. I mean, at the end of the day, not every film will have a message, not every film will have that responsibility of changing lives. But if I get something like this, which was maybe Chinari Peli Kutru because it spoke about child marriage,
Yes.
but there are some projects that I've done which have that impact of doing something for the society. I honestly, genuinely feel that watching Ugly Story might do that.
బట్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పినట్టు అంటే ఇప్పుడు సాయి పల్లవి తీసుకుంటే హీఈస్ ద షీఈస్ ద స్టార్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద మూవీస్ అండ్ షీ గెట్ అండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద సక్సెసెస్ షీ హ్యాస్ డెలివర్డ్.
Correct, absolutely.
బట్ శ్రీలీల తీసుకుంటే షీఈస్ గెటింగ్ కంటిన్యూడ్ ఆఫర్స్. అంటే ఆమెకి అనుకున్న రేంజ్లో హిట్స్ రాలేదు. నేను చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే మీరు నెక్స్ట్ చాలా క్యారెక్టర్స్ చేసి అంటే రకరకాల క్యారెక్టర్తో ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు హిట్ అనేది కూడా మీకు అవసరం కదా యాక్చువల్గా.
course.
సో ఆ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ ఎప్పుడు ఆలోచించలేదా అంటున్నాను.
See, as an actor, as a creative person, as much as I want to deliver to the idea of me being in a business,
Yeah.
I also want to deliver to this part of me who is creative.
Yes.
And I remember Rashmika said this in one of her interviews that as much as she wants to do all those, commercial backed cinemas with big heroes and all of that, she also wants to do other side of movies like Goodbye and whatever she did, which has some other element to it, performance element to
Yeah.
it, and everything. And she's been balancing it very well. So I think these are my inspirations when it comes to choosing.
Nice.
Because at the end of the day, it is also somebody like me who has done enough work to understand that a commercial success is not always something that will make you the happiest.
Yeah.
But a hashtag bro did. Hashtag bro, nobody knows about. It came and it went after COVID. It disappeared.
Yes.
Nobody spoke about it.
Yeah.
And it was very disheartening. I felt like my world is ending because this was my best performance.
Yes.
It was something that I worked
దట్ ఈస్
on
ద క్యారెక్టర్
for.
యూ లవ్డ్ మోర్. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే మీరు చేసిన కానీ నందు చేసిన కానీ అంటే కంటెంట్ ఏదో కంటెంట్ అయితే డెలివర్ చేస్తారు అనేది అయితే ఒకటి ఉంది. ఎందుకంటే మీకు
Yeah.
ఫస్ట్ నుంచి సక్సెస్లు వచ్చినా ఫెయిల్యూర్స్ వచ్చినా మీరు చేసిన ప్రీవియస్ మూవీస్ తోటి బట్ ఎవ్రీ టైం అంటే మీకు కొత్తగా ట్రై చేద్దాం ఏదైనా కొత్త కంటెంట్ చెప్దాం అనేది ఆ ఇంటెన్షన్ అనేది కనిపిస్తూ ఉంటుంది ఎవ్రీ టైం.
I think
Yeah.
I'm being aware also because see, in a year, of course, a lot of people do like 20 films also. Not impossible. People can do it.
Yeah.
I've also done it at one point. But will that creatively satisfy me? Maybe, maybe not. And I am at that verge and at that, a position in my life right now where I'm okay to say no, where I'm okay to feel like if this character is just almost like a furniture in the film and just dancing around the trees, Avika should not do it.
ఓకే.
So it's very important for an actor to choose
Yes.
what they want. And
Yeah.
thankfully, gratefully, I'm in a position where it's not a survival mode, right? It's
Yes.
it's okay for
You
me
can
to
say no to
and
the
and
scripts
it's okay to
which you don't like.
yeah, and it's okay to sometimes not have a single film in a year. I'm comfortable with that.
Yes.
And I think that security only comes because I have worked for so many years and because I've done TV and because I've done so much that
Yeah.
it feels like it's okay. 1 year of gap is okay.
యా. అయితే యాక్చువల్‌గా మీరు చాలా తెలుగు సినిమాలు చేశారు.
Yeah.
ఇంతకుముందు నేను చెప్పుకున్నట్టుగానే ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళ ఇప్పటికి కూడా మీరు విలేజెస్‌కెళ్ళినా కూడా ప్రతి ఒక్క హౌస్ హోల్డ్‌లో మిమ్మల్ని
Yeah.
గుర్తుపడతారు. ఆనంది, ఆనంది అని పిలుస్తా
Yeah,
ఉంటారు.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
సో, తెలుగు వాళ్ళు మీకింత లవ్ ఇస్తున్నారు. తెలుగు సినిమా మీకింత సక్సెస్
yeah.
ఇచ్చినియి. బట్ మీరు తెలుగు బాగా అర్థం చేసుకుంటారు. బట్
I
వై కాంట్ యూ
understand.
టాక్
So
తెలుగు?
my thinking process is in English, and that's since childhood because every time in school, parents, everybody tried to speak in English with me. So
యాహ్!
I think in English, and at home we speak Gujarati Kachhi. Then in school I also learned French. Then like there is so much of language overload, and I'm from Mumbai, so we also speak a little bit Marathi, like
మరాఠీ.
the basic Marathi. Like
యాహ్!
I understand all that
యెస్.
also.
ఓకే.
I listen to a lot of Punjabi music, so Punjabi also. I have a lot of friends Bengali, so there's so much of overload of languages that I
హ్మ్.
understand
యెస్.
completely.
యూ కెన్
All
అండర్‌స్టాండ్
my
బట్ యూ కాంట్ స్పీక్.
yeah, all my
హ్మ్.
narrations happen in Telugu. Or my
హ్మ్.
directors, when they come up to me before a shot, they explain things to me in Telugu. So
ఓకే.
everything happens in Telugu,
హ్మ్.
but I don't speak.
హైదరాబాద్ మీకు చాలా ఇచ్చింది ఇంక్లూడింగ్ యువర్ హస్బెండ్. సో, ట్రై టు లెర్న్ సమ్ తెలుగు.
Yeah,
దెన్ ద కనెక్ట్ విల్ బి మోర్.
of course, I
యెస్.
completely agree.
బికాజ్ బేసిక్‌గా ఎవరినైనా కూడా మనం అంటే సినిమా ఇండస్ట్రీలో ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి సినిమా వాళ్ళని కలిసినప్పుడల్లా మనకి ఎక్సైట్‌మెంట్ ఉంటది.
Yeah,
బట్ అలాంటి మనం ఒకసారి ఎళ్లి అంటే ఒక పొలిటీషియన్‌ని దట్ టూ
yeah,
అంటే ఒక ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ లాంటి వ్యక్తిని కలవడం అనేది దట్ ఈస్ ఎ లైఫ్ టైమ్ ఎక్స్‌పీరియన్స్. బట్ మరి గుజరాత్ కనెక్టో తెలీదు. లేతే ఏ కనెక్టో తెలీదు. మీరెళ్లి ఏకంగా దట్ యూ ఆర్ ఇన్వైటెడ్ ఫర్ ద లంచ్ ఆన్ విత్ ద
yeah.
మోడీ గారు. సో, వాట్స్ యువర్ ఎక్స్‌పీరియన్స్?
The Prime Minister of Vietnam,
హ్మ్.
he was in India, and the Prime Minister of India was inviting a lot of people for lunch with him.
హ్మ్.
I was very grateful that I was invited,
హ్మ్.
and I represented Indian entertainment industry as a whole.
ఓహ్! నైస్. హ్మ్.
What an opportunity for me to um, not just speak to our PM but also Vietnam's PM.
హ్మ్.
And in Vietnam, I'm very popular because of the shows I did and because of
ఓహ్!
the work I keep doing.
హుహు.
And when I shook hands with the PM of Vietnam, the first thing, he met everybody. He met
Yeah, yeah.
one by one. We were all given marks to stand at, like a very structured thing.
యాహ్!
When he came to me, he did not say anything to anyone else because he didn't know who they are. He just kept saying hi. But when he came to me, he said, "You don't need to introduce yourself. I know you." And that was a moment for me
ఓకే.
because I don't expect anyone to know me, firstly, because at the end of the day, there are better or whatever, like PMs are busy. I mean, they don't have time to watch TV.
యెస్.
I'm sorry, but that is the
యాహ్!
fact.
యాహ్!
But he knew me.
బట్ వియత్నాం పీఎం దట్ టూ.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and along with that, Modi ji was right there, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and because we are Gujus,
గుజ్జూస్.
I just ended up saying, and very instinctively, I just said, Jai Shri Krishna. And he was like, "Oh, Jai Shri Krishna." So it was so sweet to see that. And of course, we had other conversations and everything. And I felt proud,
హ్మ్.
not just as somebody who's been acting for years, but for me, that was much bigger than any award, much bigger than any appreciation on a entertainment stage. It
Yeah.
was much bigger than that. It was almost like representing my, not just my work, but my fraternity, right?
యెస్.
So I think very proud feeling, and I can't wait to go back again and meet them again.
బట్ వియత్నాంలో మీరెలా ఫేమస్? అంటే మీ షోస్
Because of
డబ్
Chinnari Pelli
అవుతాయి.
Kutru.
ఉంది.
It was dubbed everywhere.
అక్కడ కూడానా? వియత్నాంలో కూడా డబ్ చేసారా?
It was dubbed in 28 countries.
28 కంట్రీస్. 28 ఫారెన్ లాంగ్వేజెస్.
Which is why I was doing Kazakh films, Kazakhstan
Oh.
films. So yeah, it's everywhere, and it is a blessing. This is not normal. This is not normal, and I know it. People would kill or die to be or live a life that I live, and I will not take this for granted.
బట్ మీకు అవార్డ్స్ అన్నారు కదా! మీకు దీని అందరికి కలిపి ఒక అవార్డ్ ఇవ్వచ్చు ఆల్ టైమ్.
I remember Nag sir was Nagarjuna sir.
Yeah.
He came to a press conference of mine of my first production, Popcorn. It was a trailer launch or something, audio launch.
హ్మ్.
And he actually said that in his speech, that she's not a pan-India person, pan-world star. And I was like, oh God, Nag sir is saying all this. But yeah, it's what it is, and I'm grateful. I'm very grateful.
మీ ఫినాన్షియల్స్ ఎవరు మేనేజ్ చేస్తారు? ఎందుకంటే ఇంత చిన్న వయసులో ఇంత సంపాదించేసి
Papa.
ఆల్రెడీ ప్రొడక్షన్ వరకు వెళ్ళిపోయారు కదా!
No, I think it's all Papa. My Papa does take care of everything
ఆ!
of me. And he's very smart with it. Like, we would invest in properties and wherever, we feel is the right
హ్మ్.
timing to do things, he would be very cognizant
ఇప్పుడు కూడా
about it.
పాపాయేనా?
Yeah.
నౌ
And
ఆల్సో.
I completely trust him because he's good with it.
హ్మ్.
Like, if I don't understand math, I don't understand math. So
హ్మ్.
I rather let him do it. But at the end of the day,
బట్ మిలింద్ ఏమి ఇంటర్ఫియర్ అవ్వరా అసలు?
so Milind is also somebody who would be very comfortable with the idea of investing in the
మేనేజింగ్
right
ఆల్ ద
things
థింగ్స్
and
బై
everything.
వన్ ఓకే.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And also my father and Milind, they are always like talking, understanding, discussing. I am not a part of it. I don't understand money at all.
యూ హ్యావ్ అదర్ థింగ్స్ టు డూ కదా!
Well, no,
యువర్
not
యాక్టింగ్.
like that. As a person who wants to be independent,
Yeah.
I should know.
హ్మ్.
But I think that is also I'm trying to convince my brain that it's okay.
Mm.
Someday, when I get old, I'll do. Not right now. So I am also pushing it a little.
హ్మ్.
But
బట్ ప్రొడక్షన్
yeah,
అనేది చాలా
production was, I think,
రిస్కీ
a
కదా!
very
రిస్కీ
big
అనుకోవచ్చు.
risky, yes.
హ్మ్.
But we try to do it in as less money as possible, so that the returns are taken care of, and
Okay.
whatever the profit
ప్రాపర్
happens,
ప్లానింగ్.
happens.
ప్రాపర్ ప్లానింగ్.
See, that is important, right? If
Mm.
you're
Yes,
doing a
definitely,
business, you
obviously,
have
yeah.
to be like, even if you're opening your own restaurant, you
Yeah.
have to be careful of what is going in
Yes.
and if it will come out.
Mm.
Simple. And I
Mm.
think that was taken care of, and popcorn in theaters didn't do great numbers, but at the end of the day, we recovered, and it just feels like that was an experiment, and I was proud of it because who would say yes to produce a film which is entirely in a lift? Who would experiment? But I did.
తెలుగులో చాలా మందితో చేశారు కదా! బట్ ఎవరితో చేయాలని ఆర్డెంట్‌గా చేయాలని ఉంటది కదా! కొంతమంది ఖచ్చితంగా చేయాలి వీళ్ళతో మనం అని చెప్పేసి. అలాంటి అంటే ఎవరితో చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు?
So I have loved sharing screen with Raj Tarun, Nikhil, Naveen Chandra. These have been my favorites. Sai Ronak.
యాహ్!
I think I named all of them. but yeah, these have been my like very close to my heart characters and people that I worked with.
హ్మ్.
Adi Sai Kumar, I think I love doing that with him. The scenes with
షణ్ముఖ?
him. Yeah, Shanmukha. It's very good.
హ్మ్.
Ashwin, Omkar, I mean, how can I forget
Raju
Raju
Gari
Gari Gadi,
Gadi.
Mansion 24? They're
Yeah.
so good.
యూ మెన్షన్డ్ ఆల్ ద నేమ్స్.
Almost, yeah. Who kaun bach gaya?
బట్ కాకపోతే నేను
But I
అనేది
think
ఎవరితో
I
చేయాలనుకుంటున్నా
think I would want to, and I think I'm being very open about this since day one. I want to do a film with Nagarjuna sir.
హ్మ్.
And it doesn't have to be a love story because people will not relate because there's too much of age difference. I get it.
Yeah.
But it has to be something that creates impact. Like I always keep saying this in interviews that I loved the film Dear Zindagi with Shah Rukh and Alia.
Yeah.
And it was such a beautiful film. Simple film. No
Yeah.
extra drama, no fighting,
Yes.
no songs, dancing, nothing.
హ్మ్.
But there was some element to it which touched my heart. And I think that there should be a film with me and him because I really admire him as an actor.
హ్మ్.
And personally, I think he's done a lot for me.
యెస్.
Since Uyala Jampala, he's been talking of me so highly of me. And I think that, if I didn't have that support through him, and he didn't have to, come for every interviews in Uyala Jampala, sit with me and Raj Tarun and talk about us. He didn't have to do that, but he did.
Yeah.
So that level of support that I received from the industry started with him.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful, and I would want to spend that much time with him to kind of deliver something to the audience where they also feel that this was a good movie and
Yes.
it made us feel good. So I someday I look forward to doing
బట్
something.
కాకపోతే కమర్షియల్ ఆస్పెక్ట్‌లో మనం మాట్లాడుకుంటే ఇందాక మనం చెప్పినట్టు కమర్షియల్ మూవీస్ గాని అవి చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు ఉంటది కదా! అట్‌లీస్ట్ అంటే మనం కూడా పాన్ ఇండియా హీరోయిన్ అవుదాం. అంటే మీరు పాన్ వరల్డ్ అది పక్కన పెట్టేస్తే ఇప్పుడంటే ఇప్పుడున్న ట్రెండ్ ప్రకారం చూసుకుంటే ఒక ఆర్ఆర్ఆర్ ఈ
See,
కైండ్
if
ఆఫ్
I
థింగ్స్.
wanted to go with the trend in life,
హ్మ్.
then Chirani Peli Kutru wouldn't happen, na?
యెస్.
Chinnari Peli Kutru came where there was Saas Bahu drama,
హ్మ్.
where there were other kind of dramas happening, and Chinnari Peli
యెస్.
Kutru came.
యెస్.
Uyala Jampala released with a Mahesh Babu film with Kriti Sanan's launch, which was a very romantic action commercial film. But why did people like Uyala Jampala? Because it was something different.
హ్మ్.
So since day one, if I'm doing different and not following what is going on, then how do I change that, right?
అట్ ద టైమ్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్కడ పోతావాడు చిన్నవాడ సంథింగ్ టైంలో మీకు అంటే మీకును టాలీవుడ్ యాక్టర్స్కి జరిగిన ఒక వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ ఒక చిన్న డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఏదో ఉంది కదా, మిమ్మల్ని ఒక వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్లోంచి రిమూవ్ చేయడం
Nothing like
అది
that.
లేదా?
You can ask any
ఈస్ దిస్ ద గాసిప్? ఐ థింక్ సో.
See, with fame comes attention that you don't like. With me, people have made gossip about me being married at 18 years old with my co-actor from Sasural Simarka who was 18 years elder to me. We have a hidden child. I have read so many things about me.
Really?
Yeah. These are all articles. And I have read so many things about me that I understand that with being famous, all of this will happen. And when it comes to the Telugu fraternity, specifically Telugu audience, Telugu filmmakers or actors, I have never received this much respect in life.
థింగ్ ఈజ్ అంటే మీరు చిన్నారి పెళ్లి కూతురు చేసిన తర్వాత అంటే ఆ టైంలో మీరు ఏదో ట్రీట్మెంట్ తీసుకున్నారు టు లుక్ లైక్, అంటే అదే లుక్ మెయింటైన్ చేయడానికి చాలా ఇయర్స్ పాటు ఏదో ట్రీట్మెంట్ తీసుకున్నారు మెడికల్ గానీ, ఒక గాసిప్, ఒక ఆర్టికల్.
So I did one treatment which was to get rid of my pimples because I had a lot of pimples when I was a teenager.
ఓకే.
So that was the treatment I did to clear my skin, and I still get a pimple. So it didn't work clearly.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think no, I haven't. Like I go for those occasional things, like the what do you call, the vampire facials or whatever, because they work with the blood cells and everything. All of that is very important, by the way, because not just as an actor, but for somebody who is wanting to look better, especially with the sun exposure that I have had. I've been doing makeup since I was 7 years old.
Yes.
So my skin is anyway maturing than the rest faster. So I have to take care of, applying a lot of sunscreen every day, taking care of a lot of things and all of this. But apart from that, I don't think my mom will allow me to do anything. She's very strict about what I do to myself. Even if I get a haircut, she gets angry. So I don't think I can, like, even when I got tattoos, she was like, what is this? Why did you do? So I have to like convince my parents and get permission to do this, and I don't think they'll give me permission for any cosmetic work done on myself. And
Okay.
when you grow up, you start to look different. And that is what it is. I have grown up in front of people, and even then they are making gossip. Imagine. So I think that's just what it is. And
Yeah.
I also end up putting on weight very soon, and I lose weight very soon
ఎందుకని మధ్యలో
because I love junk. So
జంక్
when
ఫుడ్?
I have holiday, when I'm not shooting, I'm eating. And when I'm eating,
ఆఫ్టర్
I put
ఉయ్యాల
on weight.
జంపాల తర్వాత కదా ఇమీడియట్ గా వెయిట్ పుట్ ఆన్ అయ్యారు యాక్చువల్గా.
No, after Lakshmi Rave ma inti.
లక్ష్మీరావు
After Lakshmi Rave ma inti ki, I think ikkadki puta chinavada was like very heavy. But I think after that Raju Gari Gadi I started to lose weight little. Then I think with 10th class diaries and net and bro and everything, it came down. But I also realized that while growing up, I didn't like the idea of going to the gym. I didn't enjoy working out. I was like, work is anyway coming. I don't need to do all this.
Yeah.
But I realized that it's not for work. It's not for being an actor. It's good for your body to
Health.
take care of yourself.
Yeah.
It's better for me to eat clean and
Yeah.
feel good about my body. And that is the phase I was talking about, where I felt I was in depression and I didn't like my body or my face. I didn't
Yes.
want to see the mirror. I hated myself.
ఓకే.
So from there to understanding that how important it is to get into fitness, and not for me being an actor, it was just in general I felt the need to do it. And yeah, I feel very comfortable the way I
Yes.
am, and I want to get better. Like in life, I read this article somewhere that there are some things that you should do once in life at least. And one of the things written was you need to see yourself in six-pack abs. And after this, when I get older, it will get difficult, and it gets more and more difficult with age.
Yes.
So I think I want to reach that goal. When I see Samantha, when I see Rashmika, when I see that fit body with Pooja Hegde in a song or someone, it inspires me. It really inspires me that once I want to see myself like that, and why not? At the end of the day, my trainer works very hard with me, so I should reciprocate.
ఎస్. యా, అయితే యాక్చువల్గా లాస్ట్ వన్ ఏంటంటే బేసిక్గా మీరు టీవీ నుంచి వచ్చారు. ఎప్పుడు ఒక చిన్న ఇది ఉంటది జనాలకి. అంటే టీవీ నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళకి ఒక డిస్క్రిమినేషన్
Yeah,
ఉంటదని
yeah, yeah, yeah.
చెప్పేసి.
Even
తర్వాత
now it happens.
అండ్ నెపోటిజం. ఈ రెండిట్ల మీద మీ టేక్ ఏంటి?
Huh. Very good
నెపోటిజం
question.
ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఇన్ ద బాలీవుడ్.
Uh, when it comes to first about
డిస్క్రిమినేషన్.
discrimination for the TV actor and all of this, I think we have had enough people around to break that thought. Biggest being Shah Rukh Khan, he came from TV.
యా.
We have Vidya Balan came from TV. We have so many. Latest, I would be saying names like Mrunal Thakur. All of these are TV faces, and as somebody who worked for TV for so long, and even now I'm working for TV. I'm doing
Yeah.
a reality
Yes.
show this year as well. So
ఖతరోం కి ఖిలాడి.
it makes me feel so proud that there is no limitation anymore. And yes, there are people who would feel like filmmakers who would feel that, you know, a TV face is already so exposed. Like people know how they cry, people know how they look, then what
Yes.
is new that they can offer. I get it. Even now there are some channels somewhere, there are repeat telecast of my shows also coming, and people will feel that if they are seeing them on TV, why will they go to a theater, spend money?
యా.
It's the same person. But even after that, the reason I keep getting work is because they know that on TV what I did, I can deliver something else here, something different here, and there is a potential that only that film can show of me. So I think people are understanding of this much more now than it used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be very strict about if I'm wearing a sari in a show, then it is supposed to be like that forever.
యా.
But now people understand that it is a character. Now I can experiment, I can, you know, do other things as well. So I think with time that is changing. So there is no hesitation there. And I personally haven't really experienced that because after Uyala Jampala, I think many doors opened for me. So I didn't have to feel that there is a lack of opportunity because I'm a TV face. I didn't feel it personally, but this is what I see around.
యా.
Now comes to the second point of nepotism. I think, honestly speaking, if my daughter, if my son would want to be an actor, I would do everything in my power to, you know, get them there. And even if they are bad, I will not stop trying. It's fair, right? It's my daughter, my son. Why will I stop trying? So even if they are bad, even if there are 10 back-to-back flops, I will speak to a producer I know and be like, you know, give the 11th opportunity, which otherwise doesn't happen.
Yes.
So I understand this point of view, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the receiving end, because I am an outsider, I do not have any, you know, TV background, or I don't know many people. I know very limited people, and even when films are being made, we don't know films are being made. I also get to know through news articles that okay, the first schedule is done. Like, oh, okay. So we don't get to know.
Yes.
But there are opportunities that insiders or people who are into or are a product of nepotism would know that this film is getting made. Maybe I can speak to the director and get this audition at least. We don't get that, and I think I've made peace with it over the years. Over the years, I've realized that what has to come to me will come.
ఎప్పటి నుంచో మీరు వచ్చిన దగ్గర నుంచి ఇందాక టాటూ చూపించిన దగ్గర నుంచి ఒక డౌట్ అందులో మంచి మంచి అంటే ఏదో
I
డిజైన్స్
have a lot of tattoos.
ఈస్ దేర్ ఎనీ మీనింగ్ ఫర్ దట్?
Yeah. Yeah. Some tattoos have meanings.
పర్సనల్
No, nothing like that. This is a globe which has a plane because I like to travel. This is just a bracelet, no meaning. This is Kismat written in Punjabi. Kismat is luck
ఓకే.
written in Punjabi.
ఓకే.
I didn't write it for the meaning. I wrote it because I like the song in the film in Punjabi.
ఓకే.
I was very young and stupid.
Yes.
This is an hourglass. This, I think you must have seen it in Nikhil's hand also.
Okay.
There's some other singer also. They also. It
ఎందుకు
was like a group tattoo.
గ్రూప్ టాటూ.
Yeah, everybody got it. Okay, I wasn't a part of the group. I don't know the group. But everybody got it. I saw it. I also want it. And I got it. I don't know anybody. I
Yes,
just know
yes.
Nikhil.
Yes,
And
yes.
because we were working on a film together and we realized that, you know, oh, I like the tattoo. It's really cute. I'll also get it. So I also got it.
ఓకే.
No meaning attached, nothing. It was just like I want to be a part of the group. I was too young and stupid.
Yes.
Then I have a tattoo here on my back of my dog who passed away.
ఓకే.
But yeah, my dog was very close to me and he's around blessing me. I have many other chotu small tattoos, one on my ankle and all of that. And yeah, it
Okay.
feels like something that makes me remember of where I was at that stage of my life. It's a good reminder to have. But yeah, it's a lot of work when we are shooting because you have to cover everything with
Every
makeup.
tattoo.
Oh, every time there is more makeup on my hands and feet than my face. Literally, I'm not kidding.
Because to cover the tattoos,
yeah,
yeah.
every shot, and if there is a hand shot, I have to be so careful because if it's a finger visible, I have to keep my hand like this so that it's not visible. Too much hard work. So actors avoid tattoos. It's too much work.
But cricketers, it works.
Yeah, that it works.
Yes, yes. And you are brutally honest, like ugly story.
Yeah, I think ugly story is something that has made me feel uncomfortable on the set for the first time. I've never felt that ever.
Oh,
It was very uncomfortable to be in that character because there were so many times I wanted to just
mm,
slap Nandu like really hard. Like, how dare you do that? Like, that was the intensity of the scene.
yes.
And I just hope people see the outcome, see how the film is made. And trust me, guys, I have watched it. The background music, Nandu, writing, the direction, and the DOP's work. I can bet that these are the best highlights of the film, and you are going to love it. Like, there is no complaint about any of these in the film.
Then I wish you all the best for the
Thank
ugly
you.
story.
Do
ఎందుకంటే
watch it, Tarak. I would want to see what you feel about it.
డెఫినెట్గా మీరు ఇంత చెప్తున్నారంటే నాకు చూడాలని బ్రూటల్లీ హానెస్ట్ అన్నప్పుడు నందుని కొట్టాలనిపించినప్పుడే చూడాలనిపించింది. అంటే
Please
ఏంటి
watch.
అంత ఉందని
Please
చెప్పేసి.
watch.
సో డెఫినెట్లీ విల్ సీ. We are
Definitely.
looking
And
forward
you
for
let me
ugly
know how
story.
you like it.
Definitely will.
Thank you.
Wish
Thank
you
you
all
so
the
much.
best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.